Good morning, everyone. Happy first day after Christmas, the most wonderful time of the year. I'm Karen, and I am going to attempt to film another video. One of these days, we're going to have a video, and y'all's going to be so impressed. The subscribers is just going to flock in. So, this is just going to be a random, what I'm kind of working on now. I stayed up all night long, stayed up till 5 a.m. And I was coloring and trying to fix some pages. I was organizing my books so I could kind of see what I need, so I can tell myself in my shopper addicted mind that I don't need anything else. I don't need a pen, a marker, a pencil, an eraser. I don't need that $75 of Holbein watercolors that's in my cart on Amazon. But you know, next month is my birthday. So there's always that. Anyway, let's get started. This is just going to be a mishmash, rambling. Yeah. So let's start off right here first with the planner. The planner from Amanda Colors. I am determined to fill this out. I didn't fill it last year. I probably did 2 months worth of stuff. This one, I'm going to do it. I had some stickers here and I stuck them on there and got these from Hobby Lobby. I don't know, Michael's. Wasn't Hobby Lobby because, you know, they're God's store and this is a witch hat. So probably those sinners over at Michael's. Anyway, I got those, kind of stuck them on there. And let's see, I've wrote a couple of things in here. Y'all's going to be shocked. I even made me some goals. I made me 3 goals. The first one is to get 100 subscribers on YouTube. So if you're watching this, and you kindly would, please subscribe. You don't even have to ever watch me, but that'd be great if you did, and comment, and we could have a relationship and talk and converse and share ideas. And yeah. But anyway, I'm up to 67. I would love to get 100. That'd be awesome. That's one of my goals. Another goal is to color in 100 of my books. I've got more than 100 books. I'll just put it that way. And they're not colored in. And then last night, while I was trying to organize and put like books with like books, I was saying, oh, I want to color in this one. Oh, I want to color in that one. I'll put this one over here and I'll color in that one tomorrow. No, there's no way. I've got a stack of books over here that's knee-high. But, you know, I'm working on it. Another thing, I'm going to get this videoing figured out. And I'm going to try to do a video a week. And I hope they get better. They can't get worse. Cannot get worse. The only thing that could be worse is if YouTube said, get off. Anyway, that's my 3 goals to start the world out. The year. Bring it down, Karen. Bring it down. But yeah, I haven't filled any of this out because, you know, I haven't done any of that yet. But I have kind of picked out some project books, and we're going to talk about a few of them over here. Woodland Kingdom. I'm in a group that they graciously accepted me, and I have that book, and I'm trying to catch up on all the backflow and keep up with them. And them girls, my Lord, them girls are talented, and their ideas is just poof, mind-blowing. Anyway, it's great. They're all nice, super sweet, very supportive. Another one is Lulu Mayo's Kawaii Taros. I've been coloring with J.I. Colorist in that book, and she's quite a bit ahead of me on that too, but I'm going to catch up. That's another one that I'm going to try to catch up with her, and then I'm going to try to make that a project book this year. Wild Summer. I've been coloring in that with one of my buddies. Hi, Derek. He is, if you don't follow him, he is the Coloring Merce, and he's on Instagram, and he's just a wonderful guy, very kind. He's very patient with me and my nonsense. So we're doing a project book on that one, but then we kind of put it on hold because he had this idea. He's like, hey, we both got the new Rita Berman. Let's color a picture in it and take a break from Wild Summer. Well, I guess that both broke us because we have not started back in Wild Summer. And then I had the idea, hey, let's pick another book But, you know, that's kind of out there in the wind. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something. Another one that I'm going to do is Coloring the Year, and that is it Sugar Sweet? He's on Instagram. Not Instagram. Jesus Christ, Karen. He's on Etsy. He probably is on Instagram. I don't know. He's got an Etsy shop, and he has a PDF you can print off, or you can order the book from him. I just printed off the PDF so I can put it on the paper I wanted, and it goes through the year. I'll do a flip through on that when I, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to work on that. Some of the girls has got that set up. And then Tiny Year, that's one of the Coloring Heaven books. And it goes there's 3 pages in there dedicated to each month. And I'm going to try my best to do that. And then I'm going to be showing you this one, The Whimsical Gnomes, because it is so cute. It's a Teresa Goodrich book. Yoga animals, so cute, doing yoga, something. It's all them words. I don't know what order they're in. But I'm going to catch up in that. I joined a group on Instagram, and I'm going to be working with them, and they're super nice girls, and they're so funny, and they're so talented. And then this, I don't know, this is a Deborah Mueller book, and it's Halloween all year long, and it's just her normal girl that she draws, and she's going throughout the year, and she's implementing Halloween in every holiday or season or whatever. It's kind of a cute book, and I really like Deborah Mueller. She's one of my favorite people to color. Cat Crimes, that's a new one. I joined that on Instagram with Color with Ray. If you do not join any of her groups, that girl, she puts them groups together. She just organized a Secret Santa for some of us over there, and it was amazing. I got the best stuff. We made a wish list on Amazon, and then everybody, our Secret Santa had access to it, and they could pick out what they wanted to send you, and it was so much fun. So I think she's going to organize one for Valentine's Day and possibly Easter, but she said there's going to be limited spots in that one, so I don't know. But that she does great. She does a lot of the comfy, cozy books, color alongs, and she's just great. She's good at organizing and running those groups. And then another group that I've joined is Color by Number Disney, and I think for this month we are coloring Cinderella, and I'll show you my progress on that. And it is December 26th, so I need to get old Cinderella ready for the ball and posted, and so I can be a productive member of that group. Anyway, stop rambling, Karen. Move on. Hashtags. I wrote in some hashtags here. I'm going to do a yummy year of color with Finding Joy in Color. Jamie is so sweet. This one is coloring the subgenres, and that is Juliana Net. She's going to do that, and that's where they'll pick a certain genre each month. Like for January, it is Winter Wonderland, I believe. And you can pick anything. No, it's not. I'm getting my stuff all confused. This one is the one for January. It's fairy tales and folklore. So you can color any picture out of any book with any palette and post it with their hashtag to that group. Doing the Daunting Doubles, she also has that one going. Any double page spread, color it, put it on there, tag her, and she'll be able to see that. And then a Colorful Mother of Three and Annika Fumbles, I believe is the other channel. They're going to do a Japanese Korean coloring where you can really get into your books, your Asian books, and color. I've got several of those, and I don't think I've even touched any of them because they're a little bit intimidating. It's not something that I bought at Ollie's that I can just get in there and, mess and gum and slop around. And I kind of want to make it look decent. So I'm hoping to get in there with those ladies because they are fabulous colorists. I hope to get in there with them, kind of get a little inspiration from them, learn something from them so I can further my relaxing hobby. The next thing I'm going to do is Mythographic Collective. And that one is the one where they're going to pick a book and a page each month that you can color. But if you don't have that particular book or you cannot get access to that page, they're going to give you prompts. Like for January, I believe it's Wild Winter, and there's a picture in there called The Nest. I don't know if I brought that one in here to show you in a minute or not, but if it's within reach, I'll get it. But you can color that, or you can find a picture that has a book, not a book, a bear, I don't know, snow, whatever. It's all listed on their page. Yeah, that's some of the hashtags and the things that I'm going to be trying to keep up with and do all year. Another thing I plan on doing is really working in my uncolored books. I haven't got them listed in here, but buddy, I got some. So yeah, I'm going to try to do that. I may do like 26 uncolored books a month. 26 for 26. And color in 26 different uncolored books every month. I might. Anyway, another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to color these pages in this planner, because some of these, like this is an exclusive illustration that RJ has made for Amanda to put in her planner. So I'm going to color that. That's going to start off January, and then February. There's the lovers. February is for lovers. And then over here, I think I seen Amanda. This is Amanda that published this book. She does coloring illustrations. And this is hers that she's put in here for you to enjoy and color. So yeah, I'm going to go through that. I'm going to color all that. By the end of the year, next year, this book is going to be well loved and well used. One more thing. I got another planner here. I used to do the Dave Ramsey, and I was doing great on that. And then I fell into the coloring color tube rabbit hole. And it's just, I'm out of control. Out of control. I don't have a coloring problem. I have a shopping problem that is turned into a coloring problem. So I bought this planner here. I'm going to try to get back on track with my finances and where I'm spending what and where I'm doing. This is the Johanna Basford 2026 Weekly Coloring Planner. What this is basically a planner and a coloring book all in one. It's like it was made for me. Spiral bound, so when you color it, you can lay it flat. This paper is like one of her normal books. It's awesome. I did this little title page here, and I used my Albert Durs with some copper gel pen there. Got that one done, and then I circled some important dates here. They're the days I get paid. Anyway, I did this one. This is the January. Did this, and all of these illustrations are from her books. They're whimsical illustrations from her best-selling books, and she's put them in here and maybe shrunk them down a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, oh, don't be looking at my bills over here, because I'd hate for anybody to offer to pay some of that. So we'll just block that out. Anyway, I got that one colored, started. Haven't done this one yet for the next week. But what it is each week you have an illustration. So you've got pretty much 26 illustrations here. And then you can put all your important dates and what's due and bills you need to pay and when you get paid and what you need to do, doctor's appointments, anything you can put in that. Also, you can color the cover. And I think I'm going to do that. The front and back, I'm going to color that. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to work. Yes. Now, let's move on to something else. This little book right here. I love this book. And everybody talked about this book. And it's, so I had to get it because, I can't be left out. I do not want to have FOMO. So, got it. And I didn't color one single page in it. I just flipped around and looked at it. And it was beautiful. Well, then, in November, Piggy Pins, Joe, did a November hashtag. So I was going to color a horse. So I found this horse in here and I thought that'd be great. So I colored it and I was working and I was going to put some Spectrum Noir Sparkle pen on my little red bird here, and that thing exploded. I had a big circle right here. You can see where it went through. was awful. And I just shut the book. I couldn't look at it. It was devastating to me. But this morning at 3 o'clock, I thought, you know what? I am not one to leave a soldier when they're down. So I'm going back to this page and I'm going to see what I can do. So it still looks like hammered poo, but it looks better than it did. It doesn't look like the cat has been disemboweled. So, yeah, we got that kind of fixed up, cleaned up. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. But it bled through over here on Fifi. So, Fifi looks like she's, I don't know. She's got a nosebleed, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to try to fix Fifi too here because she doesn't need to be walking around with that. She needs to be puffy and fluffy and eating her chocolate chip cookie that she's probably not supposed to have. But she, you know, she's a cute little dog, so she needs to do that. So then while I was pumbling around in here, I found this and I thought, a Christmas unicorn. And if this doesn't look like something the cat dragged in and the dog wouldn't have, yeah, I don't even know what else to say. So we're just going to go on. And then I started this other page up here. This one with the little mice and they're eating the little cupcakes and they're in the cups and they're getting on the pitcher and this one's hanging, I don't know, rolling around on its belly. Anyway, I started this with pencil and then I thought, I don't like that, the way it looks. So I put a little bit of acrylic marker on, got a wet brush and kind of used it as like watercolor. It's a work in progress. It's a whip. It's going to work. So I'm a little bit happier with that book and I'll continue to move on. Another thing, I have got R.J. Hampson's Serendipity. This is a page that I'm going to be working on as a buddy color for, I believe we marked this out to February. And I'm doing this with, forgive me if I'm wrong, I have two people that I follow. One is a shot of color and one's a cup of color. I think it's a cup of color. We're going to do The Alchemist here for February. They tell me that they are a teacher, so I thought this would be appropriate because he has his little apprentice there and he's teaching him all he needs to know, but he's got that kind of judgmental look. And speaking of judgmental, look at that owl. He's like, oh dear. But yeah, that's going to be so fun. And I am going to use colored pencils in this. It's going to be fabulous. So I'm going to be working on that. Another thing, the Disney group that I talked about, and I was talking about Cinderella. I did one in here, and then my husband, you know, being the man he is, says, Cinderella was a blonde. She was not a redhead. So, and he's correct. I probably picked the wrong color pencil. I don't know, but I'm a redhead. So, you know, maybe when Cinderella was little, she was a ginger. I don't know. Anyway, I did that one, but I'm not going to turn that in because it's not, what do they call that? Politically correct. So, but then I got to doing this. I've never done one of these books, but everybody does them and they talk about them, rant and rave. I thought, oh Lord. So I bought me a couple. And I did one. And then I bought me a couple more. And now I've got maybe 10. I don't know. Close. But I take this to work with me. And when I need a break, I just take my little Tombow. Or, yeah, it's my little Tombow pen. I don't have it in here. But it's the one with the little hard nib. I take that and I do on my line work. And there's the Little Mermaid. This one is Belle reading a book. I don't have her quite finished yet. And then this one, I don't know who that is. And I don't know who these people are. You would think having grandkids, I would know all this Disney shabackle. But let's see if I can find out who them are. Let's see. That one is Raya with the cinnamon roll. Oh, if you don't want to know what these look like, don't look. And that one is Tiana. Oh, she's from the, is it the Frog Prince or the Princess and the Frog? Oh, I love that movie. That's who she is. But I did find another Cinderella page in here. Right here. Cinderella with her fairy godmother, and I've almost got all the line work done on this, and I'm going to work on this today, and I'm going to try to get that done by the end of the month and get that turned in. Yes, and I will be sure that that will be blonde hair. But let me show you. That's D. All her hair is D. What does that look like? Orange. Does not look blonde. But, you know, I'm going to make it blonde. It's going to be a golden honey blonde. So, yeah, there's that I'm going to be working on. Another thing. Get Creative 6. I don't know where y'all came from, but you're just like, here, take my money. Just take it. I don't care what the book's about. Take my money. These are the best books. The paper, the illustrations, the size, they're just, I mean, they're great. They're sewn bound. It's wonderful. So yeah, this one wasn't colored in. This is the Romantasy. And I thought, oh, I'm going to color this because I love a dragon, something fantasy, whimsical, unbelievable. I'm there for it. So I've got this book, and I was like, okay, what am I going to color? So I'm piddling through here, and I see this one, and there they are, sitting there, and they look so happy. And I thought this would be great in the background, and I can do those like a bronze sun with the water fountain coming out, and they're flowing down here into the fountain, and they're sitting there, and he's making her all the promises in the world. Yeah, and she's like, oh no, I will never cut my hair. Anyway, I thought this will be great. So I was like, let's see what else is in here. So I'm flipping on around, and I'm like, oh, there's a dragon. I don't that. And then I get over here to this girl, and she's on this horse, and I see that sky, and I think, you know, I did just get some King Art gel sticks, and I could probably practice on making that like a galaxy sky, and that's got a dragon in it, and I thought that'd be great. And then I see this girl, and she's got a big tattoo on her, and I thought, oh, how cute that would be, and what the is going on with that hair? Anyway, I thought, okay, that one be good. I could do that, and it's got a dragon. And then I'm flipping on through here, and I come across this. It don't have a dragon, but it's got a cat. It's got a book. It's got some plants. And I've been watching Jackie at Spare Room Studios. That woman, she's a sorceress. She has to be. Some of the stuff she does. She takes these right here. These. She takes these. And she takes one of these. And she makes a masterpiece. It's amazing. So I thought, I'm going to do that. So I took that. I got out my little non-porous surface, put it on there, and look at that. It doesn't look anywhere near as good as hers, but I mean, it's presentable. It's amazing. I was impressed. So I did that, and then after I did that with one of these, I thought, okay, I need something to kind of give that some shadow and shade, and I don't have the exact color I used, but I used one of these Artex metallic brush pens, and I put some of these on my little thing, and it was kind of a green color, and I used it to shade and shadow. And I'm tell you what, I think with a little bit of practice, I might like that, because I rather enjoyed it. It was wonderful. So I'm going to try to do that with these, with this on this whole page, and see how it turns out. It's going to be great. I can just feel it. I can feel it happening. So yeah, we're going to do that. Next, oh, little matchstick mouse. Somebody somewhere has a hashtag that they're doing, and I was like, you know, sure, I can do another one. So sign me up. Anyway, I got this book, and this is the winter one, and I had started it already. I did this little with some alcohol markers. I already did that page, and then I did this one, and this one is done with pencils and acrylic markers, and something that looks glittery there. I don't know what that is. Anyway, I did those two things. Don't know how to do snow, so I just covered up my lines. And then I got my warmer pencils, which I love. Great on this paper. It's like butter. Like butter. And I started this one. And actually, I was doing this one at work. And then, you know, somebody needed me, so I didn't get to finish it. Duty calls. Anyway, I got to finish that one. But those warmer pencils, look at that. For a newbie, look at that blending. Oh, chef's kiss. Okay, so the picture they picked was this one right here. It's a cozy read in wintertime. I don't know. They're reading a book. Anyway, I got fingerprints all over here. I need to fix that. I can get my little shoo, 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 and fix that. But while I was coloring this, my little Yorkie came up here. She gave us the seal of approval. She licked it, and now, so it's forever got that on there. But yeah, this is my warmer pencils. I think that's all I used on this. No, you know what I used? This pink here, I used a Bible highlighter. Mr. Pen Bible highlighter. That's what that hot pink is. Everything else is a warmer pencil. And I really like it. Except for that. And then, you know, that's okay, because that's my dog. Dogs do no wrong. So, there's that one. Next. Okay. Let me make sure I'm still videoing, because Lord God, if I've talked this whole time and it ain't captured it, you'll see it on the news. Alien Worlds. This is one of Kirby's books. This is one of the books I got at Ollie's for $3.99. I got several of his books from there, and I've bought some of his books on eBay. But this one I got out there for $3.99, and I had not colored in it, because when you look at this book, I bought this for Space Timber, and I thought, oh, this is going to be wonderful. And then I got it, and I was like, holy guacamole. Wow. But the one thing about this is they're aliens. So there's no realism that you actually need to put in this book. You can make these any color that you want to make. So I was talking to Coloring Babe on Instagram. Hi, babe. She is so sweet and so funny. And I don't know if she connected with me, but I think we have a lot of the same taste and interest, and I don't know. She's so funny. So I told her, yeah, let's do a Kirby book. You pick the book, you pick the page, I'm there for you. So she picks Alien Worlds, and then she picks the page, and she picks, ta-da! She picks this masterpiece. And this, talk about, I don't even know. There's too much on this page for me to even tell you what's on it. But I like it. I just look at it. I just look at it. This is acrylic marker. I've got Albert Durers for the trees. I got some Sharpie markers there. This is the sparkly stuff. That's some of the Spectrum Noir Sparkle. And I'm going to give you a little advice. When you're opening that pen, don't open it over your book, or you're going to have a catastrophe like I did in my little Deborah DeFore book. So, open it somewhere else. Then do your little artiste. So, yeah, there's that. This is, I used the pop pens, the Pentel Sparkle Pop for the eyes. And everything looked great. And then I was like, this page still needs something. Oh, I know what it needs. Colored by Maya. She's all fancy, and she gets her little gold ink out and her little paintbrush, and she dips it in there, and then she goes boop, 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 and it just falls where it needs to be. Perfect size dots, everything. What do? I get my little paintbrush, I put it in there, I get some on it, I bring it over here, bam! And that's what happened. That's one hit right there. It went everywhere. But you know, this is an alien world, and maybe it's raining gold. I don't know. But anyway, it is what it is, and I like it. And it's a mess, and I like it. I like it. I can't wait to do it more. So Coloring Babe, whenever you're ready, when Christmas is over, and you've got all your other stuff done, and you're ready for more chaos, I'm your girl. So, there's that one. Last last but not least, by far, is the Woodland Kingdom coloring book. This is a coloring group on Instagram. I've been in it a few months. There's several of them. Fabulous, fabulous, kind, intelligent, artistic women. They are so supportive of each other. And the pages they crank out is just jaw-dropping. I don't even know. Tell me how you do it. I don't know. It's just amazing. Christina, you, Jackie, you, it's just like, ah. Anyway, they have allowed me to infiltrate their group of goodness, and this is the book we're doing, and there's several in here that needs to be done, and I've got them marked with these little tags. This is one that they gave me a list. Me and Zuvira Art is in there, and that's another one. If you don't follow her, get on the bandwagon, because that girl, she got talent. She has a fairly new channel, and it's growing fast, and I love her. I love to watch her. She's very calming and knowledgeable, and she's in the learning process too, and she's learning fast. But she's doing this book too, and she's playing catch up also. And she's doing better at catch up than I am. This is one that needs to be done. Then you go over here, and this is one I took the tag off. Oh no, it's right here. Oh, and if y'all don't use these right here, this is a magnetic place marker. It doesn't mark your book. It doesn't leave any kind of residue on your book. You just stick it on there, flap it over. There it is. Reusable. Ta-da. This is one I was going to start, and I was going to do a blue bear, and I got carried away, and I wrapped it all around here, and it doesn't need to be in here because actually I think that's part of the tree. I don't know. This is Scandinavian art, so who knows? And then I went to do something, came back, lost my pencil, got a different pencil. It's a different color blue. So I'm going to go over this with some acrylic marker and see if I can salvage that page. Here's another one that I'm working on. It's a whip. I was doing pretty good on this one until I got down here to all these shells and stuff, and I kind of lost my mojo. But I'm going to finish that one up, and then I'm going to probably kind of bring the same color family over to this page to where it looks kind of connected and cohesive. This is another whip that I'm working on. These pages are just so busy. You have to really pay attention and watch what you're doing. And like for an example, this right here. This is a fox. He's sitting behind this tree. I think it's a male tree. He's sitting here, and then this over here, is that his tail? Because it kind of looks like his nose. But then you have this snake that's wrapped around this tree. And that snake, I'm pretty sure, is going up here to get the squirrel that's sitting up here trying to eat his acorn that this bird is looking at because he wants it. Anyway, I thought, well, is it the snake's tail? Is it the fox's tail? So I just made the snake's tail. I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. This is the story of two tails. Anyway, there's that one. And then these two, I'm calling these two done. This one, it looked really good. And then I got out my soft pastel, and it was the gold. And I put it on there, and it kind of smeared and looks bad, but it's okay. And then this one over here was our December page. And I used, I don't even know what I used. But, I know what I used. Neil Color 2s in my back. And when I went back here and then I tried to do it, I had already painted these. And this is a lesson learned. So it kind of smeared my paints outside with my... So what I'm going to do next time is I'm going to do my background first. Then I'm going to put my pigment pen on there, and I won't have that smeary look. And then it was all kind of out here, so I put some washi tape. I had that, and I thought that kind of went with the page, so I put that on there. So yeah, I'm all right with that. So there's that one. And then over here is another one. I don't think, oh, the only thing I did on that was paint that dog's ears gold, and that looks like crap, so I'm going to redo that. I think I got a new pen and I wanted to know what it looked like, and that's what I did. This one. I only like a little bit of having this one done. I need to do my two little bears here. I need to finish up this castle and this little town down here, and I need to do whatever that is back there. This little dog, I need to do his whole balloon, and then this one will be done. And it's so colorful, and I really like it. And then this one is one I need to do that I haven't started. Oh my gosh. And this one, this is the one they're doing for January, but since it's a 2-page spread, they gave us 2 months. I started working on this, and I couldn't stop. It just, I don't know, drew me in. I really liked it. So yeah, I'm going to work on that one. That will probably show up in one of my completed pages one time. That'll be awesome sauce. So don't worry, we're about to wrap this up. Over here, this is another 2-page spread that needs to be done for me to get caught up. And these are all pages that these women have already done. And then I have that one, and back here, this one. This one is a 2-page spread, and I started this with my Albert Durs. And I was going to do this one for the month of October because they were doing coloring, the wild year of coloring, and the animal was a bat. This bat up here, I was going to color that and then put this in, but as you can see, I did not get it finished. So now it's a whip. It's a whip in the book of whips. This one, however, is not a whip. This is my first page in here that I did, my first page that I completed, and I was kind of trying to be realistic with stuff, and then you get to a point to where it's like, oh my god, you just start putting color down. So I just had a bunch of pinks there, and I just started slapping down the pink. So yeah, but you know, this ain't real. Who's gonna be sitting there chopping up a watermelon with an alligator under the table? So it can be any color you want it to be. So yeah, that one's complete, and I think that's it in this book. Yeah, that's it. I got a lot of work to do in this book, but I'm up for it. So anyway, I think that's all. I probably kept y'all longer than whatever. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good day. Get your Christmas tree down. Get your lights put up. Throw them up in the garage. If you got anything that you don't want, you've got to take it back. I hope your return lines are short, and I hope people aren't cranky, and you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.